are many different kinds of beautiful. There are many different ways to look healthy and beautiful. I know personally for me, the body that you've been comparing my current body to was the unhealthiest version of my body.
There were rumors, though, that you were suffering from the Slimmer's disease, from anorexia nervosa. Is that right?
No, I was just pooped.
But you
I
did
was
go
tired
down,
out.
You went down to about 6 stone in weight, I think, didn't you?
I have no idea what 6 stone in weight is.
I've already seen a pop star slowly die in front of us.
What is going on here? I didn't even hear a word. Didn't hear a lyric, not a damn melody, because it's distracting.
Lots of, concern, I think, when we see her on stage, and we're not alone when we say that. A lot of people, sharing those same feelings.
She became fixated on losing weight and spent the next few months dieting and exercising.
Somehow she got it in her head that she was fat. She didn't spend 2 hours trying on 10 outfits to go out and get a loaf of bread. Let's put it that way. Like I said, I don't know where she got this fat idea. But she was, and she was thin. She was thin-waisted. And then her hip were emphasized more. Signs of her eating disorder, Karen's eating disorder, I did not see signs. The only thing that she would always try to eat a nice breakfast, not anything like a stack of pancakes or French toast. It's always a little bacon, egg at balance, and then a salad for lunch, if that, and then dinner after the show. And then she wasn't a big eater.
Karen's weight continued to drop all the way down to near 80 pounds. And audiences were gasping at the sight of her walking out on stage. And it got so bad that she even had to lie down between performances.
It came as an avalanche to them. They went from 0 to 1,000,000 miles an hour, like in the Salt Flats, They weren't going to complain about it because, after all, that's what they wanted. And at one point down the line, I think that they were saying that the schedule was too grueling, basically for the band and Karen's voice. Karen's voice was, at the end of a 6-week tour and doing a one-night stand, and you're in a hotel every night, a different one. You want to get up and go to get a drink of water, and the bathroom is not where it was last night. And it's the routine of eating at a different place every day, sleeping in a different place, worrying about if the equipment is going to arrive or not, if they're going to set it up correctly, if everything is going to work, if no wardrobe malfunction and stuff like that. I made sure that didn't happen, but. They did the 6 weeks, were getting heavy at the end because Karen's voice started to crackle a little bit.
Even with all of these health issues, Karen continued to push herself in the recording studio, and the result was their Horizon album in 1975. In music videos made at the time, you can really notice the dramatic weight loss that was going on. In the summer of 75, Karen experienced a collapse, and it was said to be mental and physical exhaustion. All of their tour dates were immediately canceled, and Karen went home to Downey to be under the care of her mother.
It did seem that there was something of a rift around about 75, 76. I think you were ill, weren't you, Karen? I mean, what happened?
That was 75. I was just pooped. When you've been on the road for all those years without stopping.
There were rumors, though, that you were suffering from the Slimmer's disease, from anorexia nervosa. Is that right?
No, I was just pooped.
But you
I was
did go
tired
down,
out.
You went down to about 6 stone in weight, I think, didn't you?
I have no idea what 6 stone in weight is.
She was pretty quiet about it. And she would wear sweatshirts over sweatshirts over sweatshirts, so you couldn't really tell how skinny she was. And she would eat, and I think she would go throw up. She was bulimic. And it was definitely a problem.
She was sleeping 16 hours a day, and eventually her weight did go up a little, and I think that she was able to convince everybody that she was doing a little better.
But you know, she was seeing a doctor in New York, and she was doing much, much better when she passed away. They didn't know about this disease, and she had gained too much weight back too quick, and it put a tremendous strain on her heart.
Even though they were back, the pressures were greater than ever, and Karen's frail appearance was still concerning to a lot of concertgoers. Karen was blaming all of her health issues on just being overworked and pretending that the anorexia didn't even exist.
What makes you happy right now as a single person? What really entertains Karen Carpenter or puts you on your high for a day?
I tell you one thing that I couldn't have said a year ago is being healthy again. When I got sick, it scared the hell out of me, man. I said, whoa.
You were down to the 90-pound weakling that day or so
right
much.
down to the old 89 pounds there. That made me stop and think. It really did. It made me, now I have a priority list. You know, certain things that would have upset me a year ago don't anymore. Trivial things don't shake me as much. I've learned to look at if a problem comes up, whether it's major or whether I'm just overreacting, which is easy to do, you know, but I enjoy what I do immensely. I love to sing. I love making records, performing.
Karen was home for Christmas, and she posed for these photos with her mom and dad. And in January, she and Richard attended this Grammy reunion event. But nobody knew that this would be her last public appearance.
When Karen passed away and I found out that she had died, I remember being in my bathtub and hearing this news, and I was absolutely terrified because, first of all, I was devastated that I was in denial. No, this couldn't be, and sad. But I was also terrified for myself too, because it was a big reality check. Look, somebody like this wonderful goddess of love with this voice just died. You know, her heart gave out.